human beings, that looking after them in the right way. Like I say, resting some players for less than known in this game. And he can win. He's going very, very, very strong again, Glasner. But I think it's important for the squad to be involved in as many competitions as you possibly can, because it keeps everyone happy. I've said to the manager, if you're my player, I'm saying, right, you're not playing. You're not going to the manager's role. That's what you should expect. You should want to play every single minute of every single game. So the more competitions, it just gives you that little bit of leeway to give the players the minutes that you need.
As you said before the game, it's our duty to take the Carabao Cup very seriously. And I think the heightened expectations as well as their fans want to see it come on. They've had some good runs in recent years, but
to the detriment of the Premier League, and I think that's the balance in it. Yeah.
There's a change being made at half-time, unsurprisingly. He's going to bring on Dembele, exciting player. Season last year. He's made his mark already as well in a short time at Queen's Park Rangers. Didn't start the season with them, but already the third most chances created in the Championship this season. Just give them a little bit more invention and a bit more guile in the second half.
Yeah, well, just I think Sato getting a lot of joy down that left-hand side without really taking anything from it. And Dembele on the opposite side cause those problems, and does that in itself bring Tyreek Mitchell back to kind of help.
So far, Queen's Park Rangers haven't done anything really. Defensively, just some odd moments when they've managed to get forward. They've not attempted on target so far in this game. Through Dembele to perhaps really get the crowd involved here tonight as well. Confirmation of that substitution, Dr. Bonnet replaced. So a smart piece of business to bring Carabao Dembele to the club. Good work again by Nketiah. We saw plenty of that in the first half. Steve Cook slid in a bit ragged defensively from Queen's Park Rangers, and they're quite glad that they're just able to get that ball out of play.
Yeah, I think you're looking at that there defensively, just not good enough there. I think when you're under pressure, you want to try and release the ball. You again put your defence under pressure there when Crystal Palace are on the front foot. Very difficult one.
Sato brought down by Eddie Nketiah. Plenty of clubs were looking at Eddie Nketiah, trying to prize him away from Arsenal. Palace managed to do so. He's up and running for the club now. Can QPR find a way to get James Cellar in this game a little more? Yet to score for the club since arriving from Lugano in the summer. Mitchell forced to face back this time. Henderson opts to go long. Kick given away by Sato.
Yeah, I think QPR done their job there. Really kind of forced the pressure, forced Dean Henderson to kick the ball, but yeah, it's a silly one from Sato. I think he done ever so well. He's forcing his player back. It's just about being disciplined in that situation.
Sato on loan at Queen's Park Rangers this season from the Belgian side Lommel. Hasn't had too many starts for them as well, just the one so far in the Championship since coming to West London. Eza able to turn and able to link up with Nketiah. It's a talented front three that Crystal Palace have, isn't it? Mateta, Eza and Eddie Nketiah, but he's given the ball away there, and it gives the opportunity now for Dembele to come forwards. He loses his footing, recovers well, doesn't get the free kick that some were hoping he might get.
Yeah, well, again, he's looking at his boots there. You know, he can't be slipping. You know, he's been out there. He knows exactly what is needed there. That's an opportunity when you're driving at the heart of the Palace defence. You know, he's lost his footing where he can release Jan Seller down that right-hand side there as well, but opportunity's gone.
Mitchell to Richards. He looks to play it forwards, but it's a little loose. Ashby opts to go back to Joe Walsh.
Well, how many times do you see Mateta? You know, he's looking to go in behind, and once the ball's not played, he kind of switches off, but rightfully so. He's done his job. He's created that space with his movement, and he'll just have that little signal to the defensive unit in behind, or even when he comes to feet, then they clip it down the side. So that there has to be a real understanding there. You know, he's doing both. So make sure that you know your player, you have that understanding, you give him exactly what he wants, because he will bring the rest into play.
We spoke in the first half about the lack of touches that he was having. Jean-Philippe Mateta, he had just 7 in that first half, and then he made 3 passes, but he has a role to disturb as well as drag players out of position, as well as actually be a threat in the box, doesn't he? Yeah,
he's such a presence, isn't he? You know, you look at his attributes, you know, as mobile as he is, he's always in the move. He's to occupy the defenders, but he's coming to feet, he's showing up. Maybe he's not getting the service, but being a striker, you have that communication.
Lovely ball forwards off the outside of the boot there, but just broke down again for Queen's Park Rangers, who are working hard here. And they just find that quality going forwards. Ashby gets it back, but Richards had read it well and managed to step in. You see Mateta there as well in these kind of situations. He just cuts out those passing lanes as well, doesn't he? Stops the ball being played into midfield centrally, forcing Queen's Park Rangers to work it wide, and they've played themselves into a bit of trouble there. And this time, Cook just launches it long.
See, that's it. Just Crystal Palace just setting the traps, but you're spot on. And you're looking at Mateta. You know, I think without the ball, very intelligent movement. You know, he maybe not does a lot of running, but he just stops those lines, those passing lines, and it's so important.
Promise here perhaps for Queen's Park Rangers. Cross clipped into the back post, tipped over the top. Fantastic save by Dean Henderson. Well, he hasn't had anything to do tonight, but he prevents Paul Smith from making it 1-1. Fabulous save.
It's quality all round. The ball from Madsen, the header from Smith, and then the save from Dean Henderson. Excellent save. You know, he's coming across the goal. Good hand, good strong hand, putting it over.
Clawed that one away. But should Paul Smith have scored that? Should he have given the goalkeeper a chance?
He's hit the target. He's working his feet. He's moving backwards.
Henderson called into action again. He punches it high. The ball not away. Shot on the turn, and they're level. Just what Queen's Park Rangers were looking for at the start of the second half. Well, they came close a few moments ago, but they weren't to be denied this time. Queen's Park Rangers won, Crystal Palace won, and Sam Field can celebrate here.
Well, you look at Dean Henderson, he came out, never made the contact, but Madsen keeps it alive. Sam Field's a great touch, isn't it, on his thigh. Just rolls and just puts everything through it right into that top left-hand corner. Fantastic goal. Just on his front foot, anticipates. It doesn't really give the defensive unit of Palace any time to try and press him there.
Well, he's playing at centre-back tonight, but any centre-forward would have taken that finish. Fabulous from Sam Field. Yeah,
well, you look at it all round, really punished Dean Henderson from not coming out with the 2 hands and clearing the lines, and Madsen keeps it alive, puts it right back in the danger area, and Sam Field alive to it.
Game on here at Loftus Road as Queen's Park Rangers draw level. Much better from them at the start of this second half, and Crystal Palace know now that they are in a game here. Nketiah just about managed to keep it in play. Lerma. He clips it out to Tyrick Mitchell. Now Eza. As he pokes it through to Mateta with Kamada. Great noise here at Loftus Road. These fans believe that they can pull off the upset.
Yeah, they've been excellent, from the first whistle, haven't they? I think they really know what's going on there.
Flashpoint here, involving Eddie Nketiah and Sam Field, the two goal scorers here tonight. Will there be any punishment for it? Sonny Singh strides across, and he wants to have a word as well.
I'd imagine both players are at it, but you can't raise your hand. Don't give the. It doesn't matter if he's holding your shot. You don't raise your hand. I don't know if he's booked both players there, Nketiah and Sam Field. He kind of held the card up just to Nketiah, I believe, but we'll see.
Confirmation of that yellow card for Eddie Nketiah. This is what Queen's Park Rangers want, isn't it? They want to make Crystal Palace uncomfortable. That's the key for Crystal Palace, is to not get drawn in. Lerma. He goes down under pressure, but he wins his side the corner.
Yeah, he's covered some grass, Lerma, I've got to say. I think very comfortable in the ball. Disappointed there that he's not got an end product crossing the box with the quality that he has, but yeah, you're spot on. At the minute, it's a little bit, tension's high. QPR have kind of got themselves back in the game, and just we've got to make sure they're switched on and defend well.
Eza's corner, and it comes, and Akwa was on the scene. Eza sends it back in, and then the header. Well, he couldn't quite get the contact he was looking for there. It is a very watchable game here at Loftus Road in this third round of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, it's game on. Just look at this ball. Look at the technique from Eze there. And Akwa just couldn't get the connection that he wanted to steer it goalwards there.
QPR and work this one out from the back. Nketiah goes over, but they've worked it well.
It's brilliant. This is what Cifuentes, this is what he wants his team to do, to be brave in possession, to play out, be creative from it, and this is it. They've done it from the they've conceded possession, they've lost possession on occasions, but still brave enough to go on the ball, keep doing the right thing, and this is the confidence that the manager is put into the players.
Challenge laid down to Crystal Palace, who have only won one game so far this season in all competitions. A season in which they've come into with high expectations. Ashby looks to push it forward. You could see what he wanted to do, trying to release Dembele. There's a push down and then not allowed to progress, and Ashby could find himself in trouble here.
Yeah, there's no need, is there? I think just switched off. The referee, yeah. And the book he goes, I believe.
Third yellow card of the night for Queen's Park Rangers, a game in which we've had 5 cautions now. Crystal Palace wanting to get on with things, but not being allowed to do so. Take 3.
Well, I think it's been a little bit. I seen the referee got in Lerma's way a little bit earlier in the game, and they had a few words to be said. So I think the referee's just taking a little bit of control, showing who's in control in this game.
Nketiah under pressure. Free kick to Crystal Palace.
Yeah, it's got a little bit scrappy, hasn't it? I think really forcing the issue at the minute, QPR. That's a soft one, isn't it? Varane there on the back of Eza. I think it's good. He wasn't even asking for anything. I think Eberechi Eza was surprised that a foul was given.
They have quality on the ball, Queen's Park Rangers, make no doubt about that. But this kind of game probably is going to help them against Crystal Palace, isn't it? They need it to be a bit scrappier than Palace would want it to be. Break up the rhythm, get in their faces, make things awkward.
Yeah, you're spot on. You know, I think those little free kicks, you know, the interruptions just stop the flow. But in saying that, they've got some good technical players themselves, but it's having that balance, isn't it? They've got that energy, that intensity without the ball. But they've got to be brave in possession. This is excellent. This is it. Forcing error. Lerma, look at him. There's no reason for him to make the mistake.
He's frustrated with himself there, Jefferson Lerma. I just wonder, perhaps, given the way the game has changed since half-time and we approach the hour mark here, whether Oliver Glasner is just starting to think about bringing on one or two from his bench. Perhaps someone like Adam Wharton, who can just settle things down maybe in midfield. Will Hughes as well, experienced player. Always had the potential to be a tricky night for Crystal Palace, and right now that is proving to be the case. Kamada has to work it back here. Guéhi under pressure. Does well, doesn't he?
It's quality though, isn't it? Under pressure, takes the touch and then just finds his man as well. A little clip. Like you say, fantastic defender.
They've been able to push Mitchell back a few times in those kind of situations so far in this second half. Eyes towards the referee, inquiring for a free kick. Queen's Park Rangers, though, have a corner.
Well, that's what you want. As soon as Paul Smith on the right-hand side gets into that area, there's 4 QPR bodies in the box here. You know, it has to be defended well, and I've got to say Chris Richards has done very well tonight. You know, his positioning is excellent. Decision when to go and intercept, when to block, when to follow the man has been spot on.
The roar goes up around Loftus Road. It's a possibility here as Dembele waits to take this corner. Is it a deep delivery, acrobatic attempt? Well, they look good when they come off.
Well, they do, but he's took a little bit of wind out himself there, I think, Jonathan Moran. But I'd rather him just put the head on it and try and put it right back in the money. He's watching it all the way. You know, it's one of them. He had the time and the space to take it on.
Well, it would have been some way for him to score the first ever goal of his career.
One to remember, sure.
23 years of age. Jonathan Varane still waiting for that first goal scoring moment. It just gives you a sign of the confidence that's creeping into Queen's Park Rangers here, though. Here's Mateta. Can't quite find Eza. Mateta again, but the offside flag has gone up.
Yeah, I think he could have released Eza a lot earlier than what he did. You know, he's good control. I think he could even went out wide. Tyreek Mitchell takes a shot on, but the offside had already been given.
Hasn't had too many sights of goal so far this evening, Jean-Philippe Mateta. He's played a lot of football as well in 2024 with that time spent with France at the Olympics under Thierry Henry. So close as well to winning that gold medal, beaten by Spain in the final. Walsh under pressure. Pushes it down the line. Difficult for Dembele. Under pressure from Mitchell, but that pressure just a little too much.
Yeah, it's quality from Dembele there. You know, good strength, good close control as well, inviting that challenge and giving QPR a little bit of respite, which is needed at the minute. Tyreek Mitchell all over him there, but got his body between ball and man.
Had a really good season, as I mentioned, last year at Blackpool. Karamoko Dembele, he was their player of the year. And Players' player of the year as well. Career best 9 goals for him. He created 77 chances last season as well for Blackpool. We've seen plenty of that in his short time at Queen's Park Rangers already. As I mentioned, 17 chances created in the Championship since coming to the club. But can they get him on the ball in the right kind of areas? Can't be done by Ashby to find Varane. He'll work it from one side to the other. Lerma. Not having as much time on the ball now, are they, Crystal Palace?
No, not at all. You know, I think it's all down to the defensive line of QPR. Oh yeah, but here they go.
Lovely from Eza. He does that so well, doesn't he? Now, can he find the pass? He's still got it here. Might just have a go. Ebereza deflected and in. Well, you knew he would have an impact here tonight. Ebereza back at Queen's Park Rangers, and with a little bit of luck on his side, he puts Crystal Palace back into the lead.
Yeah, well, you have to create your own luck there. Got the ball very, very deep, and he's just driving, isn't he? He's making things happen. I've got to say, he's very, very fortunate. Now, I don't think the original shot would have troubled Joe Walsh, but just taking that nick, it's very unlucky. Very fortunate for Eza there, but you'll take it all day. Like you say, you're not going to win the raffle if you don't buy a ticket. He's took the shot on.
And he was able to pick up possession inside his own half. That wonderful turn to open up the pitch for him. And Queen's Park Rangers giving him the time to shoot on the edge of the area. And if you do that, you will often pay the price when it's Ebereza. They're going to make a change here as well. Crystal Palace, Eddie Nketiah, and he's left his fingerprints on this game as well this evening. He was the one who put Palace into the lead with his first goal for the club. Ismail Assar comes on, and again, it just gives you an idea of the strength that Oliver Glashan has got at his disposal this season. Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? You know, Ismail Assar, you know exactly what he's about. I would say very different type of player to Nketiah, who comes in to feet. Ismail Assar tries to kind of be expansive, gets the balls, very, very direct, but end product. There's going to be a couple of changes coming for Queen's Park Rangers in a moment or two as well. Alfie Lloyd, who got that equalising goal at Hillsborough on Saturday, is going to come on, and so too Everton Santos, the Brazilian. QPR got to find a way back again. Yeah, they have. You know, I think in a game, the goal came probably against the run of play as well. But when you've got quality players like Eza, like Palace do, they can just create a little bit of magic. Fortunate, albeit, but QPR have to show the quality they've got. The changes, when they come on, they good players, good technical players as well that are a goal threat. Such a joy to watch Ebereza, of course. Queen's Park Rangers fans used to love watching him in their colours. The way that he just uses his body, sometimes looks so relaxed when he's doing it as well, isn't it? It's just that faint drop of the shoulder which sells the opposition player, and able to advance 35-40 yards there before he puts his side back into the lead. Established England international as well now, Ebereza, as I think we all knew he would be at some stage in his career. And he is on the ball once again, under pressure from Varane, who does well, but Queen's Park Rangers unable to win the ball back. Now here's Mateta, and he's got options, and he's got plenty of them as well as Palace come forwards. Mateta allows it to run. Wrong decision, isn't it? There's no one there, no one shouted for it, and that's when it's... They've won it back here. Worrying moments for Queen's Park Rangers, but now perhaps it offers them a chance to counter. Smith looking to weave away past Richards, but he's got good recovery pace, and Smith just has to check back, and Richards can't resist just having a nibble there, and he gives away a free kick that he shouldn't have done, really. That will frustrate Oliver Glashan. Yeah, well, it's a hard one. You know, you look here, Paul Smith just gets his foot across the path of Richards there and invites the contact. So yeah, I can understand the frustration, but Smith won it well, didn't he? Knew that he was just backed into a bit of an alley there and managed to get his side a free kick. So those changes will now come. Harrison Ashby had some good moments tonight, the youngster. First game that he's played in 9 months. His first game since coming to Queen's Park Rangers. Alfie Lloyd comes on. Great moment for him at the weekend. Saito is going to be replaced as well. On comes Everton Santos. Fresh legs for Queen's Park Rangers as they try to get a second equaliser in this game. Yeah, just trying to force the issue. I think had a little bit of control. They've got to show a reaction from conceding that second goal. Dembele over the free kick, in it comes. It's a bit of a flat delivery, and Mitchell can get it away. Now Eza striding away with possession once again, dragging Crystal Palace forward. Easily goes past Dembele. He threads one through here, but Ismail Assar unable to get on the end of it. The Palace fans behind that goal wanted a corner. They're not going to get their wish.
Yeah, again, it's just like you say, getting in behind. Got to say, Santos, I felt that he did get the contact there. Yeah, you know, every right. I think Sarr's asking for the corner, and rightfully so.
Cook forced to go long. Unable to find Salah. Is it being tracked by Varane? So can Queen's Park Rangers find a second wind here? Can they find a way to take this game to penalties? Varane ordered to turn by his teammates there, and didn't quite hear the instructions.
Yeah, but he needs to know. You know, he's came and received the ball. That's brilliant. But he has to know that there's no one near him. You know, you can see the reaction from Steve Cook as well. He's got to communicate that as well. Time. You know, drive forward. It pulls players out. But when you're going back, Crystal Palace haven't done anything great to force QPR to go back to the defensive unit there.
Walsh sends a long ball forwards, and the chase is on the far side. A bit tight in there for Crystal Palace, who were trying to play their way out. Well, Munoz adamant that there was a touch there.
But I've got to say, Alfie Lloyd done ever so well. You know, chased, persisted. You know, I need to have a little look at it, because you can tell by the players' reaction, Munoz, that there's got to be some sort of contact. So I think Alfie Lloyd.
You can see why he was angry, can't you?
You can see why Alfie Lloyd celebrated it like it was a goal as well.
Can they now cash in? Madsen spots the ball. Some Palace look a little uncomfortable in these situations at times tonight. It's clipped towards the back post. Who got the final touch? It will be another Queen's Park Rangers corner, and it's going to be Dembele who charges over to take it.
Again, Madsen, I think his quality, his distribution's been excellent. And Alfie Lloyd goes and attacks that as well, trying to force the issue. Since coming on.
It's a corner which has been worked short. Dembele. He struggled to get the ball into the box from here. Battling away, and he's still going, Dembele.
Well, it's a free kick. It's a free kick. There's a hand pull on Dembele there. Great bit of quality from the young lad.
Palace on the surge. Here's Eza. Looks to find Mitchell. His cross is blocked. Eza at the heart of things once again. Sweeps it out to the far side. Makes it look so easy, doesn't it?
He honestly has everything, doesn't he? You know, he's so comfortable. At one point, 5 minutes ago, he was in the defensive line at one of the centre-backs, because he can get the ball anywhere.
Kamada. Loose from Mateta. Smith and Mitchell doing battle on this near side. Free kick to Queen's Park Rangers.
Yeah, he's done really well, Paul Smith. You know, on a yellow card as well. You know, I think he's really kind of getting close to that line, isn't he? But fantastic energy, and exactly what QPR need down that right hand side. That energy.
Pressure comes from Sarr. Mateta blocks off the ball back to Smith. Joe Walsh, I should say. It's good work by Crystal Palace to win themselves a throw deep in Queen's Park Rangers territory. We'll make a change here. Crystal Palace and Jean-Philippe Mateta is the player who will depart. Will Hughes will come on, so there'll be a tweak or two in that forward part of the pitch for Palace.
Yeah, Will Hughes, you know, tried and tested. He knows exactly how to just go on and just kind of diffuse the situation, control the game, get on the ball. energy, communicating all the time. Just good experience as well, but has that quality.
I wonder how much longer Marti Cifuentes will leave it before he introduces Michael Frey, the striker. Marcelo hasn't had too much of an impact on this game. It's as if Ismaila Sarr is going to be the player pushed through the middle now for Palace.
Again, chasing it all the while, isn't he, Paul Smith?
He's a goal scorer in the first round for Queen's Park Rangers in their victory over Cambridge. His second season at the club now after joining from Leyton Orient. Of course, he had spells at Queen's Park Rangers earlier in his career as well.
I think Jan Seller's worked very hard without really kind of getting any quality deliveries into him that he can go and compete and contest. You know, yeah, you do a job without the ball, but you still got to be asking questions of your wide men to say, look, I'm there, I'm chasing everything, I'm forcing them up one way, but when we have the ball, I need to see it. I need to see it a lot more.
Yellow card shown once again. Challenge by Paul Smith on Jefferson Lerma. Now, we were informed that from our statistical suppliers that Paul Smith had been cautioned in the first half for a challenge on Ebereze, but we can clear up that wasn't the case there.
Well, it explains a lot.
Good job as well.
It explains a lot the way that he's been going around the second half, because it's he does a job, and I think it's a catalyst. You know, he goes and puts a challenge in, that intensity, that energy. You know, and he's one of those players, he does have that aggression as well, but you need that as well as the quality that he brings.
And he can't have any complaints for that yellow card, can he? The challenge on Jefferson Lerma. We were both looking at each other, thinking, oh, what have you done there? Just under 14 minutes for Queen's Park Rangers to try and find a goal here. He played over the top, more direct this time, and goalkeeping, decisive goalkeeping to come and mop things up. It's done well by Dean Henderson.
Yeah, as a goalkeeper, you have to kind of sweep up. I think he's done very well there, Dean Henderson.
Queen's Park Rangers very much still in this Carabao Cup tie, though. A little loose from Dembele.
Just looking at Paul Smith, I just think he's covered that much ground. He was kind of feeling it, trying to get a little bit of respite there. I think the ball from the touch from Dembele was excellent, and Paul Smith probably 30 minutes ago would have been on the front foot and got on the end of that there, but
he's featured in every game so far this season for Queen's Park Rangers, Paul Smith. So plenty to contend with early in the campaign. Players getting their way back up to full fitness. With so many games to be played as well. Richards slides in on Dembele. Everton leaves the throw for Smith. Field. Who brought Queen's Park Rangers back level in this game. A really well taken goal from him. Won by Walsh. Gahey doesn't often get beaten to it. He hasn't been beaten to it often tonight, but he was there. Everton charging forward. He looks to cross. It's a good ball in. Kenneth Powell picks it up on the far side, clips in the cross, flicked away, and then Eze, nice and calm, takes the touch and just gets it out of harm's way.
Real opportunity there, great quality from QPR, good energy. Santos down that right hand side, a little underlap. I've got to say it's an excellent ball as well. And Sellar got the contact, but again, it's just there's so much energy, so much pace on the ball. You just try and steer it goalwards, and you're going to cause Dean Henderson a few problems there, but just doesn't get the connection right. Sellar, but like you say, it's great quality, and that's where QPR have to be better. Got themselves in great positions, but just that final execution, and then when they can get the second ball and put it back in there, it's just poor control.
Time ticking down here at Loftus Road. Crystal Palace edging closer to a place in round 4. Cifuentes set to make more changes here. It's the third round of the Carabao Cup, which is being played over 2 weeks this time due to the European fixtures. And here's Sarr. Options left and right, he rolls it to his right, cross comes back in his direction, but it's cleared away by Cook.
Yeah, great quality, isn't it, going forward. You know, Sarr, I'm surprised he never took the shot, great quality there, but Kamada got himself in behind, just tried to find him again. That's where Sarr's got to break his neck and get in front of his man there. Can he get in front of Cook?
Here come the changes, and Paul Smith, well, he's just been saying how hard he's been working tonight. He's run himself into the ground. He's replaced with 10 minutes to go. On comes Lucas Anderson. And Jimmy Dunn into the action as well. He's going to take the place of Nicholas Madsen.
Yeah, it's a funny one, that, isn't it? Madsen off and Dunn on, I guess, from aerially he can go and be a threat, you know, in those in the attacking box there, but has to come on and make sure they don't concede again.
Lucas Anderson, a player, had a real impact in the second half of last season for Queen's Park Rangers, a player that Martin Cifuentes knew. He'd worked with him before, brought him to the club, and plenty of bright moments for him as Queen's Park Rangers climbed the championship table last year and dragged themselves away from problems. Anderson sends it long. Could get something on it. Walsh was a long way off his line there. Sarr rolls it to Eza. He gives it back to Sarr, and it's beaten away by Walsh. That likely would have wrapped things up, but Joe Walsh keeps it at 2-1.
Well, that's an excellent strike from Ismaila Sarr there, isn't it? I've got to say it's an even better save. Came through a few bodies, bent it round the player. Good hands there from Joe Walsh. No, puts it away out into in the safe zone as well. Fantastic save from the goalkeeper.
Hughes can't find Eza, but the ball comes back his way. Neatly worked, very well worked once again by Crystal Palace. Munoz. 4 Palace players inside the penalty area here. Lerma. Hughes steps in, he does that so well.
He does. You know, I think as soon as Lucas Anderson, any threat, he's in around it. He just reads the game very well, doesn't he, Will Hughes?
Ball sent forwards, but there was nobody there for QPR. Can they try and box Palace in here? Throw in deep inside the Palace half.
It's a funny one, that, isn't it? You'd have thought that Chris Richards would have just taken it quick to Tyreek Mitchell in possession of the ball. QPR weren't quick enough to get up, but I think just trying to let the clock tick down.
Game management now for Crystal Palace as they look to see this one through. Kamada spots the ball forward. He's asking an awful lot of Munoz, and Joe Walsh can come out and deal with it.
He had a lot of room for error there, Kamada. There's no reason, if anything, just either play it into the path, just a couple of metres in front with a little bit of pace for Munoz to take the touch and get him behind.
push forwards there, but just too far ahead, and Welsh can come and deal with it. Well, they have to find something here, Queen's Park Rangers. 6.5 minutes left to play.
I'm surprised, you know, like they're patient with it. I understand that's the instruction from the manager, but there's a time when you can go a little bit direct, play in the right areas, pick up second balls in the attacking third, and then go from there.
Here's Anderson. Everton. Got Anderson outside of him. Wasn't a perfect pass, but Anderson managing to get possession. Faced up by Mitchell here, and he does well. He wins his side a corner.
He's done very well, hasn't he, Lucas Anderson? You know, it's one of them. I think it's when you've got that experience and you're in that good strength as well. He's got nowhere to go. You know, he can come back to Everton to try and get the ball in there, but yeah, he's done very well on that right-hand side.
Can he come up with the delivery here? Sends it deep. Get that first contact, but Palace able to clear it away. Again, they go to Walsh. Time ticking down here. A bit of urgency needed from Queen's Park Rangers. Charged down by Mitchell. And Palace can just look to keep possession once again.
Yeah, it's a strange one. You know, I think they invite Palace out. They've got to be better in possession then to do that.
Almost skip through to Sarr. Anderson just about does enough. Now has a bit more room to work with. Good work by Mitchell. Strong challenge comes in. Almost turned into a very good ball indeed, but just runs out of play.
Yeah, just needs to be better in quality. You know, I think trying to get the balance, overplaying defensively there when it can go forward. Now, when I'm saying go a little bit direct, it's not fight balls, it's not air balls, it's with quality on the floor, and then keep possession.
Still declined the option, didn't he, tonight, Marty Cifuentes, to use Michael Frey. He's used all 5 substitutes now tonight as well. Can someone come up with a moment for Queen's Park Rangers? Cook. Into Varane, who's immediately harassed by Hughes. Just a touch too much in the eyes of the referee. This time Varane does turn, and he finds Dembele. Done. They need to speed things up, Queen's Park Rangers.
Yeah, they do. You know, I think Dunn there has that opportunity to just put the angle ball into the 18-yard.
Anderson clips it forward, and he wasn't too far away from finding the ball that he was looking for. There was an opportunity there to link up with Jansela.
Well, I'd see this again. I think this is an excellent ball from Lucas Anderson there. Jansela, can he not? Just I think can I put the head on it and just try and steer it goalwards there?
There's been some awkward moments in this game for Crystal Palace, but less than 2 minutes of the 90 left to play now. Nketiah and Ebereza with the Palace goals. Neatly done. Now the ball pushed through, and Gahey just ensures that one goes through to Henderson, who won't be in any kind of rush here to get the ball back in play.
Yeah, it was all about the defensive line. Gahey there, I think he knew that the offensive players, Jan Zella, got on the wrong side. So what do? You have to then hold your ground. It's all about the weight of pass there, so I thought he'd done very well defensively.
Queen's Park Rangers free kick. Anderson, though, unable to take it from where he wanted to, and now Marty Cifuentes is waving them forward. This one's going to be sent into the Crystal Palace penalty area. Joe Walsh strides forward to take. We'll wait to see how long will be added on at the end of this game. Free kick was placed interestingly, seeking Dunn. Kamada looked to make life difficult for Pau, who just for a moment looked as if he might have underhit that. Launch long. And there could be something here. The strike comes in. It's only just wide. Alfie Lloyd. Well, he was the hero as he rescued a point at the weekend, and he so nearly levelled things up there for Queen's Park Rangers.
This is an excellent strike. So unlucky. Has Dean Henderson beaten there? You know, just has to hit the target. Took it ever so well. Technique was excellent. The power in the shot, just the accuracy. Wow.
And he was a whisker wide. Yellow card for Dean Henderson as we move into 5 minutes to be added on here. Hope still for QPR.
And it all just came from a Joe Walsh direct ball. You can't let it bounce. Alfie Lloyd gets in behind.
Did so much right, but it was just the wrong side of the post. Job not done yet for Crystal Palace. Bit of street football there, as Crystal Palace look to come forwards once again. So much trickery in this team, so much talent. Lerma asking an awful lot of Mitchell there.
Yeah, I think the look that Mitchell gave him said it all.
Blair.
Yeah.
Ball bounces, hooked high by Munoz. Gahey wins it so well. And all he can do is nod it towards Kenneth Powell. Charged down by Hughes.
Just about keeping the pressure on now. QPR, can they go a little bit direct? It's bringing them a lot of joy. Just making sure they're winning second balls and keeping it in that attacking area.
Here's Cook, who does look to launch it long. And that one, though, is going to skip all the way behind.
It's fantastic defending from Munoz. Knows that he's got the time and space to allow it to bounce and let it run out of play there. I have to say, Cook, it has to be a better ball, probably more on the angle.
Kamada to be replaced as the clock ticks down here. Jeffrey Schlupp to come on for the final couple of minutes. Is there still to be a twist to the tail? Just the 2 attempts on target so far tonight. Queen's Park Rangers, but they weren't too far away from an equaliser a few moments ago through Alfie Lloyd, but Crystal Palace draining time off the clock here.
Yeah, they're doing it very well, aren't they? Making it very difficult for the referee to intervene.
breaking up any momentum that Queen's Park Rangers thought they might have here. Hughes slides in, breaks up the play.
Should be a yellow. You know, knows exactly what he's doing there, Will Hughes. And I think from this, trying to break in behind, Alfie Lloyd again, yes. Surprised referee had a clear sight of that one as well.
So Walsh is going to thump it long once again. Into the final minutes here at Loftus Road. Not just go a bit beyond 5 though. Here's Schlupp. He's brought down, quite obviously there, right in front of the referee, and that will help do the job for Crystal Palace. Yellow card for Sam Field.
Yeah, Schlupp there, I thought he could have released it. Good quality. Yeah, Sam Field a little bit unlucky, a lazy challenge, wasn't it? I think come off worse by the look of it.
Almost there now, Crystal Palace. Thought it could be a tricky night for them, and Queen's Park Rangers have given them some nervy moments. They drew level with that really well taken goal from Sam Field, but you just know that Ebereza would have a say here this evening. His goal looks like sending Crystal Palace through to round 4. Well, it's now or never for Queen's Park Rangers if they're given the time to do so and get this ball forward. They need to get a move on. The time added on for the 2 yellow cards we've had in stoppage time, but he's waiting and waiting here, Joe Walsh. Richards gets his head on it, but it goes backwards. Anywhere will do for Crystal Palace, but still we play on. Kenneth Powell, charge down. QPR wanting to take the throw, but it wasn't theirs to take, and that might just be it now.
Yeah, I think the referee's enjoying the game, isn't he? He's lost track of time himself here.
Can only be seconds away from the full-time whistle. There it is. Ebereza makes the difference on his return to Loftus Road. Marty Cifuentes' side put up a good fight here this evening, clawing themselves back level in the second half. Eddie Nketiah had given Crystal Palace a first-half lead. His first goal for his new club. QPR came out hard at the start of the second half and got themselves an equaliser through Sam Field, and they had their moments as well, but were never able to get themselves in front on the night. Ebereza with a wonderful goal, so much to admire as he carried the ball forward after picking it up inside his own half. He had a good bit of fortune on it as well, as it came off Steve Cook to go beyond Joe Walsh, but it's job done for Crystal Palace here tonight as they beat Queen's Park Rangers by 2 goals to 1.